Jora, mouse? They might have gone in.
Yeah, they're probably on the other side. We're looking for that creature. Jora, mouse?
Jora, mouse?
Any idea what direction they would have gone in?
Yeah, Prince went missing, by the way.
I'm aware. When we were here, he was gone already.
Mm. Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
I have no idea what direction they could have gone.
Hmm.
Oh, there I go.
Oh, watch out. Do you think they would have gone down one of the tunnels? Ugh, unfortunately, the tunnels go in every direction. Yeah, nope, the little
I have
thing's not
no
back here
idea where
either.
they could have gone.
Alright. Well,
I'm sure you could just hand the journal to me if you needed.
I've already handed it to Eloise and she wasn't able to get it to Jora, and at this point I would actually quite like to speak to Jora myself. So if we can find her, then that would be good.
Oh. I have no idea which way they could have gone.
I don't know either. This is unfortunate.
Be this way?
We maybe.
What are you doing here, John?
I'm
Oh,
looking for
Jora?
you, actually.
What back
Jora?
at the boat.
Jora? I have the
The
book you
boat.
wanted back.
We'll go to the boat.
I am
I'm
at the
going to
boat.
the boat.
Oh, good.
Do you have prints?
I do. I do have prints. I also have
Give him to
Dinnerbone.
me.
I'm going to give them back, Jora, but I took them because these other people were kind of wanting to put them in a crate and throw them into the lava, so if anything, you should be thanking me for putting them somewhere safe. I have the both of them, and I have every intention of giving them back, but first I would like to speak with you.
I'm not really interested in speaking to you.
Well, unfortunately, you're going to have to, or else you'll never learn where I put them.
What?
Why did you kill Angel and Eloise? They said that they were going to give you the fish back.
Because I lost my temper. I lost a lot of things. Other
Like
than
what?
Dinnerbone.
Like what?
Like the sword? All
Which sword?
3 of the swords?
Which sword? Or
The
swords, I mean.
Antlerbane? And Eloise's and Mouse's. I didn't keep them or hide them away. They fell out of my paws while I was trying to get away.
Alright, that's fair enough, I suppose. Huh. Well, I do have to ask, what on earth is really going on here, Yara? All of this, what are you trying to do with, Prince and with the Horned King? What's your end goal?
To maybe not be bothered with all these pointless tasks.
And how do you know that they're pointless? What makes you think that they're pointless?
Because all of the things we've done so far has just led to worse things.
And you trust the word of this creature.
I feel like there's a lot more reasoning with him than the book guy.
That's the thing, though, is that all that we really know about it beyond what it's told you, which is, well, suspect, what we know is that it's the reason why things are permanently night. It's the reason why we're in this situation.
But people don't look at the sources of why he could have done that.
And what could
Would
justify it?
any of this ever happen if we hadn't done what the book guy wanted?
We
And
obviously didn't
let
do
me
what the book
remind
guy
you that
wanted.
we only did that because he was threatening Willow to put her back in the void. That's the only reason we did that.
We look, what whenever we
What
don't
makes
pay
me think?
what?
Oh,
What do you mean by
Nothing.
that? No, 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 no. You said that he was nicer than you think. How do you know that?
I communicated with him through
oh well.
the cursed
I'll get one
towns.
next time.
So, all right then. Well, yours primary argument is that we haven't had any real evidence provided by the book guy. So, what has the book guy said? What do we have to rebut Yora's claims?
um, he actually cares about us.
Or is he just saying that?
Isn't your guy just saying that to you?
Well, that's kind of my point, John, is saying, oh, everything can be questioned. Why aren't we questioning him?
Why should we blindly trust the Horned King either?
I'm not saying that.
Well,
My
then what
only
are you saying, Yora?
suggestion that's been this entire time is just talking.
All right, and what has talking gotten us? What improvement, what victory has talking gotten us?
Only a lot less violence.
Yes, and while you've been talking, creatures wearing our faces have begun to appear. The night has not gotten any better. The more and more tall things are everywhere. It hardly seems like talking's doing anything.
And violence is what technically set it tonight.
I What caused this, I believe, is the fact that we messed up the ritual. We didn't follow what the book said, and that's why we're like this. That's why we're here. Messed up and in this night, and things are continuously getting worse because we didn't follow exactly the instructions. We tried to trick it, tried to cheat it, and here we are.
Oh, we don't know if talking will make it better or worse. We don't know if violence will make it better or worse. And trust me, I don't like the Horned King either. He did whatever this
You're
is
really
to me.
quiet, Mouse.
Yeah, I can't do anything about that.
Uh, hmm, yes, well, look, we know a few things about the Horned King beyond a shadow of a doubt. We know that it is the reason why it is night, and we know that it is the reason why some of us have become corrupt. I mean, look at yourself, Yora. Your goggles are tarnished, your eyes are blackened. I mean, that hardly seems like a healthy change.
Are you really one to talk?
I I am standing here entirely truthful in what I am, and yes, I am a creature of corruption by definition, but you all were not. You all entered this as, well, humans put into wolf bodies, but regardless, as wolves. And look at what's become of you. Well, no offense, Willow, but you have antlers and a deer tail, and your ears are different, and Mouse's eye is messed up. She's begun hearing and seeing things. Willow's seen things too, and I'm certain that there are things that you haven't told us about either.
I don't know what you're wanting out of this conversation. I just want
What I'm wanting out of
everyone
this is
back.
for you to understand that things aren't it ugh, that things that the time for talking is past. We've come to understand, and I don't know why you're so attached to the Horned King, why you're so attached to any of this when clearly it is to blame for this. It doesn't deserve an equal say because it's already had its say, and it's only made things worse.
you're breathing into your mic.
There's just... I guess I know a lot more than you all,
Then let's hear
but
it. What do you know?
it's... I don't know, I just... Because I see a lot of us in him, we've all been violent and aggressive towards each other, and so is he. I just think there can be a learning curve to anything, and he did help me
With what?
with the thing I sacrificed. There was a reason I tried to trick it. The thing I had to give up was too much. It it took part of myself is the only way I can explain it. He tried giving that back to me.
Sounds like he took advantage of you. You were weak in a weak spot, and he saw that. I
I
don't
don't
think he's
think
trying
so.
to help you. I think he's trying to make you let him out.
Well, you're. What about this? What about this? If he was trying to help you, why would he isolate you? Why would he force you into secrecy? I mean, I have no idea how long you toiled underground building those chambers for Prince and doing all of that without a word said to any of us. You wore the mask from the masquerade for some time to hide your changes. What goodness is there in forcing you to hide yourself? I, of all people, should
Where
know.
all of us took a while
Like I
hiding
said,
ourselves, so
there's a learning curve to everything. You were so horrible to me when we first met. I just think giving people second chances and it isn't
Has the
particularly a
Horned
bad
King
thing,
been
whether
good
it's...
to you?
Yes!
How so? What has it?
Gave me
What has it really
Prince.
done? And
Someone to take care of, someone to actually trust me, to
a
care
way
about
for
me.
him to grow in strength, Yora. The Prince isn't a friend or a pet, and perhaps you've made him
He's
either of
definitely
those
not
things.
a pet.
But he is a part of the Horned King. He is here to increase the Horned King's strength. If
Look,
that's
have you
really
seen his room? Does that just that explain evil and corruption and terror to you?
I saw the room leading up to his. I saw the hide behinds. I saw the blackstone spikes and the vines. I saw that. I've been there. I've looked at it. I mean,
That wasn't him, was it?
then who was it, Yora?
The book guy definitely tried to
it
attack
was
that
sure.
place.
No, no, was the book guy the one who put the spikes there and who put the vines there and who made the whole place reek of corruption? Was that the book guy, Yora?
No, but
And Yora, before Prince, you did have someone who cared for you and who you could care for, a friend, and then you scared them away.
there's just doesn't feel like there's a point to sticking around anymore.
What do you mean by that?
No, no. Honestly, the Horned King has kind of been proving himself right lately with Eloise stealing Dinnerbone and the miscommunication with you just going off and collecting materials without talking to me. I don't know, I just put so much
If
faith
it
in
had
you
been
all, and
us, if it had been us in your shoes and you were talking to the Horned King and he had you you trying to build something. Would you go and get this stuff without telling us? You already did. I'm just saying, miscommunication goes both ways. This isn't all our fault, and it's not all yours. But there's
It's not all
something in
his.
common with both of them. No, it's definitely not all his, but he has a big part of it. Whatever these entities are, they're bad. That's all I know
Really?
for
Because
certain.
you've been talking to one?
What are you talking about?
Snow.
I've been talking to another wolf.
How would you know that who she has or has not been talking to you?
Got another book.
From
Been
who?
doing a lot of research.
More information he's been giving you that makes us farther apart. I'm just saying, maybe his intentions aren't all that pure.
It's a lot to think about. It's just a lot to think about.
Mm-hmm.
It is a lot to think about, and we all have a great deal to think about. But unfortunately, I don't think that acting in service of such an entity when we have, oh, if unless you can provide further evidence that the Horned King has done you good besides the arrival of Prince, then I don't think that we have any evidence in support of the Horned King.
Don't really have any in the book either. I have a lot of resentment towards him. He's the one who put us here. Anything I've seen from him is just bad.
Well, the alternative to being here was we were dead, so.
We were given a second chance. That's
Mm-hmm.
what this is. This place is a second chance, and I don't think that allowing corruption to ruin it is the right choice.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree.
Please have Dinnerbone and Prince back.
Do you still want the book back?
Yeah.
Well, I do have to ask, what do you come away from this? Because you still seem defensive about the Horned King. What's your conclusion, Yora?
Makes sense why she'd be defensive.
Well, yes, but here's the thing: is that if she walks away from this without changing anything, without even reconsidering anything, then there's no point. Then, is there?
I don't know if I exactly have a choice anymore.
What do you not have a choice, Yora?
I wouldn't be here if I didn't make that deal.
How so?
Um, the only way out was setting up a plan to see if you guys would be willing to help me, and this feels like help. I just don't know if it's the help he wants.
Well, who cares about what he wants, Yora?
I If he wins this side of the deal, then he's allowed to do anything he wants to me.
Then let's stop him. Then let's destroy him. Let's get rid of the Horned King.
If we don't get rid of him, if we take away his connection to this world,
I agree.
we don't have to kill him.
Let's cut him off, if nothing else.
No, we're not hurting Prince, if that's what
Not
you're talking
hurting
about.
Prince, I mean
No.
putting Prince someplace. Think like someplace where he has no more connection to the Horned King. Someplace where he's contained, he is separate, and where the Horned King can no longer reach you through him, and will
I
likely
think
need
you're
to
both
seal.
better off without him.
I agree.
Prince
Well,
and you are better off without the
What do you
Horned King.
mean? I'm not gonna trap him somewhere.
not trap
No.
him, Jora. It's for his own. You've said it yourself, and perhaps I've seen it myself as well. That Prince is different from the entity that created him. He is not the Horned King. Perhaps a piece, some fragment of the Horned King, yes, but he is not the Horned King. And you said it yourself. The only good thing that the Horned King has done for you is Prince. And so if you can get away from this with just Prince, and you don't have to deal with any of the other negatives, with any of the other terrible things that I'm certain the Horned King has planned for you, then why don't you take that opportunity?
And Prince safe. And us safe.
I want to.
Then let's
Just
try.
scared if it doesn't work. We failed before.
Yora, before we were not together in it, we perhaps said so with our words, but none of us were really there willfully. We were there because we thought that we had to do it. But now we are so much more than we were then. All of us, we've come so very far. And I don't think that we should allow the Horned King to separate us, to destroy what we've built.
Um, I just, do you think Angel and Eloise will be okay with this? I mean,
I think that Angel and Eloise both would agree with me with saying that we need to keep one another safe, and neither of them like the Horned King, neither of them like what you're doing, and both of them have come to the same understanding that you are not only hurting yourself, but putting the rest of us at risk with what you're doing, with continuing to serve the Horned King, to work towards whatever you're working towards. It's not good, and now we have more to worry about than ever. There's so much more on the line than just us, and I refuse to allow anyone to let that fall apart. And Yora, I would much rather do this with you than against you. I would
You mean
much
more than
rather,
just us?
well, um, well, um, the reason that I was so late in coming back here was because Angel had pups. Our pups. That's that's what's been
Oh.
going on with her as of late. That's why she's been so sick and distracted and all of that. And I refuse to allow my pups to grow up in a world without a son. And I refuse to allow them to fall prey to the Horned King. And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to protect them. And once again, I want to be able to protect them and to protect all of us with you at my side than against you. All right?
Congratulations.
Thank you.
okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So
Willow, are you okay?
But I think everything should come clean now. No more secrets
I
from
have nothing
anyone.
left to hide.
Are you okay?
I mean, all the books that we've sent out, there's something we can find out more about if we just all put them together, right?
I quite agree with that. I believe that everyone who's received books should put them together. I think that there's more that we can learn, and the more informed that we are, the better.
You sure? You've been really quiet.
So we'll start with that. Figure out a time to get all together and
Actually, I
think of
believe that we should
something.
start with figuring out some way to, separate prints because, well, considering the time dilation, I think that somewhere in the fracture is likely the safest place to keep him, but someplace truly separate, away from the fracture itself, somewhere where the Horned King can't reach him, and then we can work on everything else.
I think there might be a place. I just don't know exactly know how to get there yet, but um
What is it?
that's something to look at in the books, the most recent one I got.
Was it?
But that's something to do together.
Oh, it was
All
something
That's
right.
in a
why I'm saying
book?
that's where we start. There's something we can
Okay.
all find out there.
Yeah, I can bring. I haven't sent it any books myself, but I do still have a copy of the book that Willow received when she first returned. When the book I first brought her back, I still have that, and
Oh, the second chance one?
yeah, I still have it.
Good, because I died with it on me, so
Yep.
glad you have that.
Yes, I have that. And I know that Angel.
Ow.
I think I know that she had or has a book from the Science Hint. I'm certain that she'll be understanding and we can get that off her. But right now, Yora, I think it's wise if you keep your distance from her at the moment. Well, there's a lot going on with the pups, and she is still very much unhappy with you for killing her.
Understandably. Um, I do want to apologize, so just whenever you tell me is the right time, I'll do it.
I'll I'll make sure to let her know your sentiment. And I'm certain that eventually you all will be able to talk, but for the moment she needs time, and as much as I've not understood that in times past, I understood that now more than anything, that she needs time. There's so much with all of this, well, with the pups and with this, and I know there's so much going on, but right now we have clear goals. We can put together the books, we can figure out the bigger picture, we can, well, wherever you have in mind for prints, and now we have all the pieces to deal with um what the other book said that we needed to fight. So,
Yeah.
all right.
Can I have them back now?
Yeah. Do you still want the book?
Yeah, I'm gonna be putting them all together. I feel like I have something. I'm close. I just need to look at them in one piece.
Yep. And uh well, once I get back, I think the first thing that I'll do is, well, let Angel know exactly how this went down, because I didn't tell her or Eloise that I had dinner bone or well, the Horned Prince, because simply put, I was afraid that they, well, might make a rash decision regarding them, and I don't want to see anything else get hurt. They're in the chest. In the chest next to the fracture, Yara. See, I told you they were safe. I didn't intend to offend or to hurt them, I just wanted to make sure.
You
Oh, and
alright?
speaking of which,
Just
oh,
slipped and fell. Good.
yeah, Mouse, I have something of yours.
Oh?
Angel told me to give this back to you.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, be
All right then.
I mean, you can have it if you want it. I have already.
I might appreciate it. I know that Angel said to give it back to you, but well,
We love
I
it
And
when
I
lost
you
a
give it
few
back
bullets.
to you too.
Thank you, Mouse. I did, well, lose a few bullets when I exploded,
Mm-hmm.
so
I'm just gonna pick up a few things here for him and then we could go. I'm almost done.
Oh my
all
gosh.
right. Are you going to keep him in the crate for the moment, or
It's my favorite.
I think that might be
Or
better.
last time.
Yeah, I just need to make sure he has his rattle and give him something to eat and explain it to him.
Okay, I can understand that.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. And also, in regards to the skulls of the Horned King, wherever we put him, I think we should put the skulls there as well.
Wouldn't that keep a Horned King eye on him? That doesn't
Oh,
seem exactly
fair
smart.
point.
I just think we should
Perhaps
burn them.
I'm not sure if it's wise to destroy them. Such an item of
What's the wrong?
great power
He's
being,
like,
well, wasted
uh,
when there is potential for more beneficial use. I don't think it's wise. I think that we should
oh
definitely
my.
keep them separate from the Horned Prince, and not have them, standing on armor stands, someplace in a chest, someplace deep, perhaps even here on the other side of the fracture.
Maybe underneath the lava in an obsidian box or something. I don't know. We can discuss it later.
We can discuss that later once we come together and put the books together. That will
Angel.
probably take some time. Once again, I know if nothing else, Angel's going to need some time before she's ready to talk to you.
Yeah.
I have some more of Prince's stuff.
Oh?
I
Okay, we
grabbed
should get out
the
of
rest
here.
of
I'm
it.
getting tired.
Yeah, Mouse,
I'll
you have
move it
some what?
over on the other end.
Oh, okay. Through the fracture, then.
If you don't mind me asking, what do the pups look like?
Oh,
Jora,
well, oh, pink flowers. Oh, yes, that's like, I'm burning. Ah, okay,
these are
here,
Prince's stuff.
Oh,
yeah, what do the pups look like? Well, one of them most closely resembles Angel. Uh, she looks a lot like Angel, minus the blue tongue and, well, a little bit
Oh.
lopsided creature. Big head. Uh, she's,
I
that one, her
think
name,
all babies have kind of big heads.
yeah, that one we're calling her, Sunshine, Sunny as a nickname. That was
Oh.
what we decided. The other two, one of them looks a great deal like me. He's a little, uh, dark creature, got a, well, he's got like a triangular
oh,
intestine.
sorry to
Oh, I
interrupt.
think she's still over there, but, he's got, well, lots of eyes, like a spider, I guess.
I'm just
His,
gonna howl into the portal.
Pain.
yeah, that's all
I
right.
hurt.
Him, the current name for him is, Raymond, Ray. And the third one, we aren't fully 100% on her name, but we're thinking, October. She has,
Aw.
well, she has 6 legs and she can float. So those are the pups.
Oh. Ooh, that's cool.
Cool is one
Excited
way.
to meet them.
Okay. We should really hurry. I don't want to
Hurry back.
keep Prince in
The
there
heck
without his
out.
rattle anytime.
Yeah, probably a good point. One last
I'll
question
wait
for
for
you,
Willow. You
Yora.
guys go back.
Okay, yeah,
I
one last
kicked
question,
flying
Yora.
because I was lagging. It
You can
was
walk and
rude.
talk if you'd like.
Yeah.
Granted, I don't. Oh, there you are. Let's just follow the path.
Oh,
The well, the book, Journal 17. Yora. In there, it seemed to be talking about, well, seemed to be talking about something a lot like Prince.
Yeah.
mentioned a rattle.
She definitely seemed to get into the stuff I was, and that's kind of where my hatred grew for her. She definitely didn't treat that prince right. She was torturing him and keeping him in small boxes and just
Mm.
it wasn't good.
Well, unfortunately, I can't really offer a great deal of, well, not much any of that because, well, John, when he was with her, never, well, learned the true extent of what she was doing. He never
What do you
quite put
mean?
it all together. He sort of figured a few things out after she was gone, and that was it. Um, he didn't know that she had a prince or anything like that.
Yeah. Um, I can show you how many books I have. I guess
Yeah,
we shouldn't
I would
review
like
them
to take.
until
No, yeah, I agree. When we're all
everyone's
together,
together.
we can review them, but I would like to take a look at what you have, and if you don't mind, could you take down the skull? It's rather blinding.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. You
Thank
said
you. Yeah.
when you were looking for Angel, you seemed to be using one. It was weird. What were you doing?
It well, from what I found, certain objects of immense corruptive power have a uh, well, they have a certain effect on my vision. Myself being a, well, corrupted creature, I can see things. Eh, creatures and whatnot. When I'm in the presence of one of the skulls, things I wouldn't be able to see otherwise.
So you were basically using it as like X-ray vision?
I wouldn't. It's not even. That's not comparable, but uh, sure. I was trying to find Angel with it. And it was
Yeah.
dumb and it was stupid and I should have kept it locked away where I had it, but I wasn't in a great mindset after she ran off, so you will have to forgive me for my stupidity.
Yeah, I'll bury these with the rest of the stuff I have. Oops.
Have you huh.
But
Besides the cyan tint being snow, have you figured anything else out about where the other ones have come from? Who or what sent them?
um, well, the light color here is the Horned King. That's what he goes by, and judging on the first book we found, I'm guessing purple is the book guy.
Yeah,
I
that's
haven't
same
come across any
conclusion.
other tints, but I'm guessing there's more. There has to be.
I would imagine that there are, I would imagine that there are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Um, I'm glad that we were able to talk. I know that once again we've always been, well, perhaps not always, but close to always been in opposition to one another. So I think that this is beneficial for the both of us.
Yeah. I'm sorry for snapping at you. I know now that you were just making sure they didn't do anything rash to them.
Yeah, I really should tell. I intend to tell them. I'm going to tell them what I did and that it's brought back to you. But once again, I didn't. I also didn't. Well, considering what happened to our items and all the explosiveness going on within the fracture at that point, I didn't want them to get obliterated while within a crate. So
Okay. Yeah. And Eloise knows I didn't actually steal her swords. I did drop them. So,
yes, she's aware. They're both, well, both her and Angel are rather shaken up by the ordeal, but I'll talk to them. I doubt that, once again, I doubt that they'll be particularly ready to talk to you anytime soon, but, well, they'll come around, hopefully.
yeah. Well, just let me know when everyone's ready to meet about the books.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Mm, I I guess that my last question is, do you know what's been going on with Willow? She seemed, I guess, out of it is the best way to put it. I didn't want to say anything because I know that we've grown a bit further apart as of late, but do you have any idea what that's about?
She's she's been really detached lately, like, I guess matching the room is the best way to explain it. She doesn't well, she used to just kind of fit into the vibe, almost like a yes man, if that makes sense. I
Uh-huh.
don't know if you ever came across one of those, but,
I'm
um,
familiar with the term. Just to assume
yeah.
that if John was aware of it, then I am aware of it. Well, not entirely
Yeah.
detached from such things, but
There
yes, I
was
see what
a
you're saying.
lot of that, but recently it seems like she's just stopped trying. It's just anytime there's strong emotions, she just stops. I was thinking of talking to Eloise. They seem close, but
I can try
I
to
didn't really
talk
get
to
the chance.
Eloise if you'd like me to. I can try to talk to her about Willow. Um,
Maybe, I don't know. I don't want to get into her business if she's not ready, you know?
yeah, I understand what
I
you
have
mean. Mhm.
tried talking to her. I think I'm close enough to where it's not concerning yet, but I'll let you know if it does
All right, okay, yeah,
raise the
and
alarms.
I will say this: her saying, well, what she said regarding to the book guy, it does worry me a bit too. Though it may seem like it at times, I don't place blind faith in anyone or anything, and certainly not the book guy, but, I just, uh, I want to keep an eye out. I want to keep an open mind, and I don't want to see anyone get hurt by anything that could have been prevented.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I understand.
all right. I'm glad, well,
Is
uh
Mouse still gonna stay with you? I don't know what
I don't know
her
entirely.
plan is.
I know that she's been making a few visits over here, here and there. I'm not totally sure, to be honest. It's kind of all
Okay.
up in the air. It's so much going on. Oh, it's a bit
Yeah,
of a mess.
yeah. Alright, well, I guess I'll talk to that with her too. You
Yeah,
should
yeah, sure.
get back. You just said
Yeah,
pups. Yeah,
yeah, I know. I really need to get back to Angel.
yeah,
Good luck, Yor, and stay safe. I hope to speak to you soon and hopefully in a better circumstance.
yeah. Bye.
Bye.